finally home. I've been gone for too long. Standing here a while just to take it all in. Radio's playing our song.
Good morning. I think I just made the most elite protein coffee I think I've ever had in my entire life. I cannot believe there's 42 grams of protein in this. But welcome back to today's video. Two things we gotta get into before we start this video. First of all, I fixed my hair. It's no longer gray. It's more of this like suede color now, which is what I was ultimately wanting. It's an airplane. The second thing is today's video is going to be all about food. I thought I could take you guys through the day and share everything that I eat as a 33-year-old mom of two who prioritizes protein and eating foods that fuel my body and help support my fitness goals. If you're new here, my name is Caitlin, by the way, and I've been really prioritizing health and fitness over the past 2 years. And one thing that I've really learned is that you cannot out-train a bad diet, and your diet is ultimately either going to make or break you when it comes to your fitness journey. My exercise of choice is weightlifting. I do a lot of weights and I do a lot of like compound movements and heavy weights, and so it's really important for me to fuel my body with foods that are going to help support all of that, which means high protein. Hopefully you guys can hear me too. I've got like ACs running everywhere, airplanes flying over me. But the main thing that really started to click for me is when I started to up my protein, and that's when I actually started to notice changes in my body and muscle growth and all of that. I eat 120 grams of protein every day. It is a non-negotiable. It's just something that I do, and it's actually not as hard or daunting as it may seem. And just to be clear, I'm not an expert at any of this. I'm simply living and learning along the way, and this is my biggest piece of advice. You have to get in the mindset that food is fuel, and it's not always pleasure, but sometimes you simply just need to eat what your body needs and not just what it wants. That's where the self-control, the discipline, the mental fortitude all comes into play. And while all of my goals are super important to me, it's not just all about physical goals. It's also about leading by example for my kids. It's important for me to show my kids what a healthy lifestyle looks like and lead by example, and I know my husband feels the same way. We're definitely not perfect, but we do prioritize that in our home. But this is not me saying I have this all figured out or I'm trying to be perfect when it comes to my diet. This is me just saying that if I can do this, you can do this too. But this is my only protein shake of the day. The rest of the day we're gonna be having actual nutritious meals. So I'm gonna go to the gym here in the next like, I don't know, 45 minutes or so, and I need to eat some carbs to help fuel my workout. So I'm just gonna do a piece of Ezekiel bread. I toasted it. I'm gonna add some grass-fed butter. This is the bread I use. It's a great whole grain source, and you get it in the frozen section at most grocery stores. And then I just cooked up 1 egg, and I have it like over hard. Put that right on top. If I was trying to add more protein right now, I would add egg whites. We're gonna add some red chili flakes. And then for some extra carbs, I'd either add some fruit on the side or some hot honey. This is from our local farm store. It's like real honey. It's very good. I'm just gonna add just a little bit of that, just about 5 grams, I would say. So this is what I'm gonna have for a little pre-workout snack. It is delicious, and it's also gonna really help fuel my workout. And I'm also getting some fiber from the Ezekiel bread. When you eat a high protein diet, it's super important to make sure you are eating enough fiber. And I try to eat around 30 grams of fiber a day to help me with my protein intake. Otherwise, you are going to have gut issues big time. So, never gets old. All right, little recap of the morning. I'm already at around, I think 52 grams of protein, which is an incredible start. When you have a protein coffee in the morning, I feel like it just really sets your day up for success because you're getting a big chunk of that protein out first thing in the morning, and you're not scrambling late at night to get in your protein. It just honestly helps the day. But honestly, I wasn't even hungry for that little pre-workout meal, but I knew my body was gonna need it, so I ate it anyways to fuel my body so I can get through this workout. Also, I should have mentioned, we're trying to chug water. I'm not the best at drinking water. I'm definitely one of those girls who gets a headache and doesn't understand why, when in reality I'm just dehydrated. But what I do is I fill up multiple water bottles throughout the day, and I just have them all over my house. And so whenever I walk into a room, there's a water right there, and I take it and I chug it and I drink it. Then there's no excuses for my water consumption if they're easily available to me all throughout my house. I thought I'd share what I drink before I go to the gym. If you watch my videos, this is nothing new, but in case you're new here, these are what I drink every day before I work out. This one right here is the Gorilla Mode pre-workout. There's not the beta alanine or alanine or whatever it's called in it, so it's not gonna give you that tingly feeling. Pump's really good. The taste is pretty good except for this flavor. I don't like the gummy bear flavor. Not my flavor of choice. And then this is just basic creatine monohydrate, nothing crazy about it. I do a half scoop of this, I do a full scoop of this. The reason I do a half scoop of this is because there's already half a serving of creatine in this, if that makes sense. But if you are consistently working out and you're not taking creatine, what are you doing? It is one of the most studied supplements on the market. There's a ton of benefits to it. Not only does this help your muscles look more pronounced and hydrated, but there's so many other benefits to this, like brain health, it's good for recovery, so many different things. And I've been taking it for like 2 years. A little bit of water to mix it, and now we chuck. Okay, now I've got to go to the gym because I just chugged my pre-workout. I'll see you guys back at lunch. Today for lunch, I'm gonna have a turkey, cheddar, and apple ciabatta sandwich. I ordered groceries from Hungry Root, and this was one of the recipes that they have on their website, and it just sounded so good. So I'm gonna make this amazing sounding sandwich with you guys in a second. We'll count up the protein, see how much protein we're at for the day. But before we do that, thank you to Hungry Root for partnering with me on today's video. Hungry Root is like a personal shopper and nutritionist all in one. They handle the meal planning and they handle the grocery shopping. But essentially the way I think of Hungry Root is a hybrid between a grocery store and a meal delivery service with only high quality ingredients. All of the foods that they carry on their website are free of artificial sweeteners, high fructose corn syrup, artificial colors, free of artificial preservatives. When you shop Hungry Root, it takes the stress out of grocery shopping because everything that they offer is just high quality and you don't even have to think twice about what you're purchasing or read the labels or anything like that because it's already done for you. To get started, you just simply go to their website, hungryroot.com, or I'll have it linked down below in the description box, and you just take a quick personalized quiz, and then every week Hungry Root is going to fill your grocery cart for you with a mix of groceries and meal options tailored to your dietary preferences. And just within a few days it shows up to your front door. You have all the groceries you need, you have the meals planned out for you already, and instead of just getting recipe kits, you have actual groceries with recipe cards right here showing you how to combine them. And to top it all off, most of the recipes take 15 minutes or under to put together or cook. One thing about me is if it's not convenient in the kitchen, it's not going to happen. Just being completely honest here. For a limited time only at Hungry Root, when you guys either scan the QR code here on the screen or click the link down below in the description box and use my code CAITLYN, you're gonna get 40% off your very first Hungry Root box. Plus, on top of that, they're gonna throw in a free item in every box for you for life. But yeah, I'll make sure to link all of that down below in the description box in case you wanna check them out. Let's go make this sandwich because I am starving. Incredible this sandwich looks. Like, are you kidding me? And then I paired it with some of the wild protein chips, which are a great add-on to a sandwich like this, by the way, because it just adds in some extra protein. Here's a close-up of the chips that I'm eating. So one serving is 30 grams and there's 10 grams of protein in one of the servings. And these are literally just made with chicken breast, egg whites, and bone broth. They have a bunch of different flavors too, but these are just the Himalayan pink salt. Anyways, how I track my protein is through ChatGPT. I just track it daily. I don't track it in a way that I look back on it from like weeks ago or something. I track it in real time, if that makes sense. So for example, what I'm gonna do is take a picture of my recipe from Hungry Root. Hey Bestie, I'm eating lunch and I need you to add up these macros for me. So right now I am eating the meal that I have in the photo, and then I'm also pairing it with 30 grams of the pink Himalayan sea salt wild protein chips. So this is gonna be just a rough estimate, but this entire lunch is around 650 to 790 calories. But we're looking at around 34 to 36 grams of protein here. I'm not trying to be exact on numbers, I'm just trying to stay around 30 to 40 grams of protein per meal. And that way when I do that, I'm bound to stay on track, because if I have a breakfast, lunch, and dinner around 30 to 40 grams of protein, I know right then and there I'm going to either hit my goal or be pretty close to my goal. So you don't have to get like super specific, unless you're like bodybuilding or in prep or something like that. But just for like everyday realistic living, I don't track it down to a T. I just loosely track my protein just to make sure I'm doing what I need to do to help myself further in the gym with my muscle development and all of that. Anyways, I'm gonna go eat this lunch and I will see you guys here in a bit for snack, dinner. I don't know. This is probably gonna hold me over till dinner. It's a lot later now and we're actually on our way out the door. Oh my gosh, there's like a gnat right there. I'm gonna take Scarlett and baby Scarlett, her best friend, to go get some ice cream or boba or something. I'm not entirely sure what they want to do. And then I have like a little event that I'm gonna go stop by and say hi at one of our local businesses. Haven't eaten anything since lunch, and honestly I'm not even hungry, but I am still trying to chug water. And then I'm also gonna eat 2 of these Brazil nuts. This is actually just like one of those daily habits that I've added into my routine. Brazil nuts are loaded with selenium, I think is how you say it, but essentially it's good for thyroid health and just your overall wellness, and all you need is 1 to 2 Brazil nuts. So, I take 2 of these a day. Okay, it's dinner time. The past few hours have been kind of a mess. I took the kids to get boba, which I did get a drink, by the way. I did one of their low sugar, low calorie drinks, and it was like a tea with sugar-free syrup and some kind of weird boba. I don't know, it wasn't actually a boba. But my point I'm trying to make is you can definitely still enjoy these things. You just have to make some modifications if you want to stay locked in and on track with your diet and nutrition. So I still got to enjoy a fun little boba, but we just did things a little bit differently. Afterwards, I was supposed to go to this event thing that I told you guys about, but I was a week off. It's next week. So I took the kids to Chick-fil-A. However, I didn't end up getting anything to eat there because I knew I had dinner stuff to cook for myself, and it'd be just overall a better choice, and I also don't want our food to go to waste here. But I did get a diet lemonade because like you can't go to Chick-fil-A and not get a diet lemonade. Anyways, for dinner, I'm making these Southwest chicken quesadillas. It's a Hungry Root recipe, but essentially it's just like these Southwest chicken patties crumbled up. We're using organic whole wheat tortillas, and these are gonna be a good source of fiber to pair with my all my protein that I've had today. So gotta keep the fiber in check. I think this has 4 grams. And then we're gonna add cheddar cheese. And then I also have this cucumber corn black bean salad that I'm gonna pair with it as well. Something I wish I had was some Greek yogurt, just completely unflavored, not sweetened, anything like that, because it's a great substitution for sour cream, and it would have been really good. And I really love sour cream with quesadillas and stuff like that. If you want to make a swap on the sour cream, like a high protein swap, you could do plain Greek yogurt and it literally tastes identical to sour cream. So I wish I had some, but I don't. But we're just gonna do what we can with all this, and that will be dinner. I only need about like 30 to 35 more grams of protein for the rest of the day. I need to add this up and see what it's gonna be, but I know we're gonna be close. Let's try this out. That was pretty good. I like the quesadillas a lot. I'm not sure if I'm a fan of the salad. I think I'd rather have like salsa. And anyways, this is around 30 grams of protein. I just added it up. Like 500 calories, 32 grams of protein, 55 carbs, 22 grams fat-ish. Those are not exact macros, but overall, this right here puts me at my goal of 120 grams of protein. I'm really good for protein for the day. If I eat anything else, which I probably will at some point because I have to have some kind of sweet treat, I'll probably have either a piece of dark chocolate. I have some dark chocolate I really like, or some fruit. We have a bunch of fruit that I need to go through because we have so much and it's gonna go bad. I feel like I want hot sauce. Actually, this is so random, but I'm gonna use Chick-fil-A buffalo sauce. We literally have a stash of this, and these are like just a few calories. It's a really good option when it comes to a sauce. That's it. I got this chocolate in my Hungry Root box, and it's probably my new favorite chocolate. It's a salty dark chocolate. I'm gonna have a little square of this. I have a plum cot and then 2 kiwis right here. I'm gonna do a little chunk of that chocolate. And then this is gonna be my dessert for the night, my last meal of the day. Just something sweet to end the day on. I'm actually about to go sit at my computer and work, so I'm gonna wrap up this video. Thank you guys for following along on this What I Eat in a Day. If you have any questions, you can comment below. Also, don't forget to check out Hungry Root, which again, I will have them linked down below in the description box. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.